Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Carson. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
10 at their own 45-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Here's Herbert. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
1st down, Seattle.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
This is Carson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A tackle by Derwin James. 4 yards on the pickup.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson.
The Chargers' 11-yard line.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pass incomplete. Out of the end zone. Derwin James on the coverage.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back. In the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
15 yards.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Chargers 0. Matt Bosher.
So on now is the punter, Matt Bosher, to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Hankins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. From the gun, Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
37-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and
Herbert on 3rd down now. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And Herbert able to get this with Eckler out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Try to punch it in with Eckler. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. And this one is incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 5. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Well, this has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, They were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Chargers 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Field goal, a 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 77 yards. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
That's what I want to see.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels...
This is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
Plenty of fight, baby.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
And how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Operating from the gun. Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. To throw again. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. A pass underneath for Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Seahawks.
Again, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Wilson will throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert going deep here for Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete.
Wilson's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
On 1st down, Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
4 yards.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson, he's going to air it out for Dorsett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 6-yard line.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
An 8-yard.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Being chased out left. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw again is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Wilson. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
The tackle made back at the 48-yard line.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 17. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they... And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 21 yards away. And the Seahawks are within the extra point of taking the lead. Now Myers for the extra point.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be... brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And right side, Henry's got it. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. Again, Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. L.J. Collier able to drop him for a loss of a couple. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Chargers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is third and 7. He may try and run for this. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
First down, Seahawks.
Now Wilson on first down. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Second and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
At the 37-yard line.
Behind the chain, second and 12.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Returnable for Lockett. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
And that's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. And for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So with that neat 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you watch that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. So the victory here for Seattle. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Seahawks, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day.